I think there was a couple of days delay until I became a crew chief in the 128th. Anyway, I had what they called interior guard during a night or two. This duty consisted of walking around the company area at night armed with a rifle and whatever searching for enemy infiltrators that try to blow up things with grenades and satchel charges. I went into the company mess hall for a short time for a cup of coffee. The mess hall was blacked out, so no light went outside, but it was lit up inside with electrical lights. I was sitting in back drinking my coffee when a guy walks in and demands food and some extra food. The cook refuses to give him the extra food, so the guy pulls out a .45 automatic and takes a shot at the cook, but misses him and then runs out of the mess hall into the night. The cook yells at me to go after him. I asked the cook if he knew who he was. He answered yes, that he was in supply. I said that we could get him later and that I was not going to run out in the dark night, my night vision ruined by the mess hall lights, looking for a crazy guy with a .45 and willing to shoot it. I said I would never be able to see him. The cook told me it was my job, and I told him it wasn't, and if he wanted to go after him so bad, to do it himself. After all, he didn't shoot at me. I told the cook I wanted to give him time to leave the area, and then I or whoever could go look for him. I went back outside and tried not to move around much. I didn't want to find the fellow. I'm sure he was all screwed up on something and he made a big mistake. It was really for the MPs to deal with, not me. He will probably be in very big trouble, and he probably won't even remember the incident. Otherwise, he wouldn't have missed the cook at such close range or even shot at him. Too bad what getting screwed up can do to a person. Some of our insertions into LZs of 60 infantry fellows were very peaceful, others not. I would say that only half of our LZs had sporadic firing directed at the landing force, and in the other half there was none at all as far as we could tell by gunshot hits on the helicopters. But once in probably every 4 days, we would get into a fierce gunfight while landing into a LZ or even a PZ. The 128th was a better company for survival than the 116th, in my opinion, and I was very thankful to be infused into this company. We worked almost entirely with the 1st Infantry Division, and many of our operations were closer to Saigon than near the Cambodian border. Also, we would make many 60-man insertions in the morning and then pick them up before dark. This would not give the NVAVC the chance to organize around them and attack at night. We probably did these insertions and pickups about 3 or 4 times a day each. Much better tactics, I thought. Night was the cover the enemy needed to surround and kill our guys. The 60-man day patrols were reconnaissance in force, and it would make it more difficult to ambush the large force in daylight.